In 5th grade, I had a classmate named Kang. I think he was a recent immigrant to the United States, so he didn't speak much English. It was 2012, and there was one song that dominated musical pop culture at the time. And so, in what I imagine was an attempt to engage with an otherwise silent student, my teacher, Miss Hofbauer, pointed at Kang one time and said, "Gangnam Style." Kang was not Korean. Now, I'm not trying to call my teacher racist, that's not the point. Rather, she was being racially insensitive, which is a distinction that I would like to make for this video. The same people who believe racism is dead in America, or at least no longer an issue, are the same people who believe that critical race theory is about making people feel bad about their race or perpetuating racial victimization. It's not. Media depiction of critical race theory has made people believe that any conversation about race is under its umbrella and therefore unproductive, leading to its banning in several states. Now, what happened to Kang may not be considered racist. It may be considered harmless ribbing or just simple ignorance at worst. But that's still a really uncomfortable position to put a student in, right? Racial microaggressions, otherwise known as innocuous things that are still weird to say to people, can happen to any minority group, but Asian Americans have the model minority stereotype placed on them, where they're perceived as lower maintenance because they're inherently smarter or they're raised differently. So the bottom line being that Kang was clearly not given enough support, to the point where Ms. Hofbauer believed that making that comment was an okay protocol. Kang's experience might have also stemmed from immigrant students being seen as less able rather than facing additional challenges. This wording, this perception, it matters a lot, and it begs the question, well, what are we supposed to do about it, right? What is the proper protocol? Viewing diversity as a learning opportunity, allowing students to access their multilingual knowledge through translanguaging, encouraging students to participate within their broader municipal community, and acknowledging a variety of educational futures beyond the scope of standard American education are all ways of encouraging and supporting immigrant students. These all sound broad because they are. It's all about recognizing students' individual backgrounds and their unique experiences that they have, seeing them as people and potential students rather than relegating them to, oh, I don't know how to deal with you, so I'll push you into the corner. And none of this is meant to add more rules through lesson planning or be restrictive. Racially conscious teachers can more effectively engage with their diverse students, such as analyzing culturally broader material or more relevant material, rather than shying away from the topic of race entirely. But even isolated from the idea of getting the right Asian correctly, that's not even the point. Even if Kang was Korean, that would still be an uncomfortable position to put a student in. The point is that teachers need to learn about other racial identities, to learn about the histories and cultural contexts that different people experience. Because if they don't and assume that everyone has the same experience they do, or refuse to recognize and acknowledge those different lives, microaggressions like these will only continue to occur and compound and further isolate students that would otherwise want to engage in an American educational system. Thank you, I'm Cal. Have a great day.